Hello there everybody, welcome back to a new video. In this one we are looking at Global X Super Dividend ETF because you know what, I do believe this is definitely one of those stocks which you might want to keep your eyes on, simply due to the fact that it does pay out an absolutely huge dividend at 11.26%. Now of course I have seen this one higher, but it will vary from time to time. So of course in this one we talk about why this $12, almost $13 stock could be a perfect buy for your portfolio and all that kind of good stuff. So of course a few things to note before we do begin. One, it would be massively appreciated if you could leave a like on the video and also subscribe. Two, if you want to come and talk to us on Discord, you can. The link will be down in the description for the Discord. On top of that, three, if you wanted to become a channel member, you can do so by pressing the join button. And the fourth thing is, of course, I am not a financial advisor and I recommend that you do your own research on top of this video. Yeah, this one's just bringing to light this stock. It's called Global X Super Dividend. First, we're going to look at what the company does, and of course, we have talked about this one before on the channel, but honestly, with what they do, I think it's kind of an interesting company to look at, and I think, you know, it is definitely potentially a great one for your portfolio. So, of course, earlier today, I asked you guys how much you are going to be investing in this new year, and a lot of you guys gave me multiple results, but of course, this one is more for you guys who are investing more because, of course, you will see the effect of that dividend more likely, rather than people who are invested in the smaller stocks with a smaller amount of money. But still, this one does kind of, you know, come in handy if you are looking for something in this market sector. So yeah, basically this company focuses on investing in 50 of the highest dividend paying equity securities in the United States. So of course you can see what this one means. 50 different companies which are paying the highest dividends. Now of course I'm sure somebody is managing this fund, and I, you know, would presume that this will change from month to month, from year to year probably, depending on how often it is updated. But of course you can see the most heavily weighted stocks on this index, if you will, or in this fund here. The most heavy one is actually only 6.14%, and of course these aren't companies which you may not have heard of. Some of these are companies which you know may not be 100% familiar with. There are some names on there that we do kind of understand: Universal, Verizon. So of course, you know, some of these are, you know, solid companies, but with the ones that you may not have heard of, that is not necessarily a bad thing. And especially further down as you go into the index, of course, more you will probably not have heard of. But honestly, overall, I do see this as a very interesting buy. I think it's definitely something which could be used to diversify your portfolio. So, of course, the number of assets we can see, the majority of them, or at least a large percentage of them, is in both customer staples and also energy. And then the third largest sector is in real estate. So, of course, very profitable industries right there. And we can see a few of the other industries which this fund is invested in. And honestly, I think it is a very cool fund to look into. And of course, what makes it a little bit more special is when we look out to the 6-month chart, we can see it really is starting to pick up right now. So of course, looking at this one from early November, or at least late October, we can see that from that time period, let's call it the 30th of October to now, we're looking at a 20.79% increase. Now of course, on the 5-day chart, we are in the red, which is kind of a good thing to see, in the sense that, you know, it has gone down by quite a bit this week, and it is looking like it is starting to flatten out now, which is good. I think when markets do open back up, we are potentially looking at some great things for this one, and I think we could definitely be back in the green. So of course, right now you do have to be asking yourself, is this $12.84 stock a buy? My personal opinions are, you know, if you are only investing a few dollars, i.e. buying, you know, 1, 2, 3 to 10 stocks, maybe it's not worth it. But of course, there are people who are investing multiple thousands of dollars, and I think, you know, in that instance, this is a more safe company, dare I say, in the sense that, you know that you are going to get at least 11.26% payout, and I think that's very good. I would expect this to vary, like I said, but overall it's a very decent company. A 10%, 11% ROI is not bad at all, but of course I know that some of you guys are aiming for much higher than that. But overall, my message is this is one of your more stable, decent growth stocks for the future, and I definitely do see it as a potential buy. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.